Welcome to Forgotten Supercars. The Lister Storm, better known as a GT racer, for road-going storms from UK-based Lister were also made, of which 3 survive, each one powered by a 7.0-liter Jaguar V12. With 554 horsepower on tap along with 583 pound-feet of torque, the Storm was claimed to be the world's fastest production four-seater while it was on sale. Lister reckoned it was capable of 208 miles per hour, along with 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.1 seconds. The Giuliotto Erosa. Although Giuliotto was a Japanese concern, its plan was to base itself in the UK and to become a serious rival to the established Italian design houses. That was back in 1994, when its rather attractive Erosa was unveiled, powered by a Ford-sourced 3-liter V6. With a bit of tickling, a reliable 304 horsepower could be coaxed from this power plant, but it was all academic, as by 1995 the project was already history. The Venturi 400 GT. When French carmaker MBS went out of business, it was revived as Venturi with the remit of building sporting grand tours, invariably with a mid-mounted V6 engine. Venturi's most powerful offering was the twin-turbo 3.0-liter 400 GT, which packed a 413 horsepower punch, enough for a 182 miles per hour top speed and 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 4.1 seconds. Just a dozen or so road cars were made, although several dozen 400 GT racers were produced. The Jimenez Novia. The Jimenez Novia featured one of the most complicated cylinder configurations imaginable, as its 558 HP was generated by 4 banks of 4 cylinders arranged in a W pattern around a common crankshaft, all topped off with Yamaha FZR 1000 Superbike heads. That gave a capacity of 4 liters, and with 5-valve cylinder heads it could supposedly manage 217 miles per hour. With some tweakery there was 617 horsepower on offer, but the car never saw production and the planned W16-engined off-roader didn't even make it to concept stage. The Lowtech C1000. With a whole raft of supercars set to enter the market in the early 1990s, one oil sheik decided he just had to own something nobody else could ever have, so he commissioned Mercedes to build a one-off hypercar. The German company in turn asked supercar specialist Lowtech to come up with something suitably swift. The C1000 was the result. In the middle was a twin-turbo Mercedes 5.6-liter V8 developing a claimed 1000 HP, hence the car's name. Top speed was allegedly 268 miles per hour, but this was never independently verified. However, with a race-spec chassis and carbon fiber body shell, it was more high-tech than the name suggested. The Specter R42 GT Developments was well known for its beautiful Ford GT40 recreations, so when it came up with the R42, a GT40 for the 1990s, it was well received. But just one running prototype was built before GTD went belly up, with the project then sold to US company Specter. In the middle was a 4.6-liter quad-cam V8, and the car certainly looked the part, even if the detailing wasn't quite there. With a few sales under its belt, Specter bullishly talked of expansion and 200 cars being built each year. Production stalled at 23 cars though, at which point Specter went out of business. The TDR Speed 12. Shown as Project 712 at the 1996 British Auto Show, this mad car from UK specialist TVR was intended to become the world's fastest road car with its 7.7-liter V12 pushing out anything up to a claimed 892 horsepower. Originally envisaged as a GT1 racer which could also be adapted for the road, The project was renamed the Speed 12 in 1998. However, race regulations and TDR boss Peter Wheeler reckoned the car was simply too fast for the road. With a curb weight of just 2,200 pounds and the right gearing, 240 miles per hour was supposedly possible. Wheeler didn't want to sell such a beast to drivers who couldn't handle the power, so the project bit the dust. The Nissan R390. The R390 came about because Nissan was desperate to win the Le Mans 24 Hours. When the project started, just one Japanese car had ever won the race, a Mazda. To qualify, Nissan would have to build a single road car. The cars never won Le Mans, and just the one road-going R390 was produced. It was powered by a twin-turbo 3.5-liter V8 that churned out a useful 650 horsepower to give 220 miles per hour. The road car is still owned by Nissan. It was co-designed by Ian Callum, later the design czar at Jaguar. The Volkswagen W12. When VW unveiled its 5.6-liter W12 coupe at the 1997 Tokyo Auto Show, it was claimed the car would go into production if the reaction was favorable. When everyone raved about it, VW responded by unveiling a W12 Roadster at the 1998 Geneva Auto Show. Speed records were broken and the car was developed further with a 6.0-liter engine, giving 608 horsepower and a 217 miles per hour top speed. At the 2002 Geneva Auto Show, VW showed a revised W12 coupe, but within months the project was canned thanks to a glut of supercars under development within the VW group, notably the W12-powered Bugatti Veyron. Finally, the Paradigm 525S. The Paradigm might not have looked like a supercar, but with its supercharged 32-valve, 4.6-liter Ford-sourced V8, it had 532 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. That was enough to catapult the 525S from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds on the way to a top speed of 205 miles per hour. Which sounds like supercar territory to us. But of course there was a catch. Those performance figures were merely claimed and nobody ever officially verified them. So we'll never know whether or not the Paradigm 525S really was a supercar.
We hope you enjoyed this video of the 10 all but forgotten supercars of the past. If you would, please like, comment, and if you are not already, subscribe to Life with Mountain Folk. They are good people. Thank you for watching. If you would like to see more, check out these videos.